Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air next. Sean Manaea is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
The pride and joy of Andrean High School in Gary, Indiana. Sean Manaea, he had the no-hitter against the Boston Red Sox, one of the tougher lefties. Who reminds me a lot of Sid Fernandez. Low three-quarter arm angle, mid to upper 90s fastball, good curveball, one of the top young left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Here's D. Gordon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Count is 1-2 now. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Ready on 1-2. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. He comes in leading the American League in stolen bases, so that's getting on base and making things happen, and that's using his wheels. And everyone knows when he gets on, he's going.
And that misses ball 1. Duffy makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting third, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He takes his first trip to the plate here, fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Hey. 1-2 now. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. James Paxton will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip. 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters, 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Yeah. Lowry.
Jed Lowry now. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Stepping in, Matt Chapman, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Yeah, he's right in the prime of his career right now. These are the years you really expect to see the best of what this guy has to offer.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Simeon is off at first with 2 away. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out to right field. Mutter sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. We are still scoreless. Here now is Mike Zunino. His career numbers against Minaya. He brings a 4 for 12 line. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Zunino, a native Floridian. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Braves. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run saved. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Pinder has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Kyle.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball four. So digging in now, Gene Segura. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Seattle. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now, Chris Davis. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Munter going back on it to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus on Robinson Cano, one of the softest hands in all our sport. Probably turns one of the best double plays in the game. Captain of the defense.
No balls and one strike. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two and one to the A's first baseman. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hanley Ramirez.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled away. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher, Nick Hundley. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble.
The left fielder, Ben.
Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
The 1-1 home. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Hernandez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting ninth, the right fielder,
Taylor
number 10.
Motters steps into the box, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he popped him up.
In comes Piscotty.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners. Oh, and he misses it. Throwing to second, and he'll get in there safely.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, D. Gordon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
And Gordon will beat this one out. It's a bunt single.
Now batting, the designated
Now at the plate, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 here in the early going. This one's flared off to the right side. Piscotty has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at 3rd with 2 away now.
22, second baseman, Robinson.
Here's Robbie Cano now, and they're runners at the corners now. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
3-2 full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mariners leave a couple. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the 3rd inning. And as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average. And talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the A's.
Ready now, Marco Hernandez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Out to short for Segura. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 1-2 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, right fielder, defense.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the outfielder, Stephen Piscotty. First delivery to him on the way. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. 1 gone for the A's here in the 3rd. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon. First pitch on its way. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
A ball and no strikes. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. To second, there's Cano. Relay on to Healy for the double play, and that retires the... Stepping in, Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Ryan Healy will be next. Fouled off. Another full count offering on its way. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat. Up high in the air. Minaya is calling for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Seager. First offering on its way. Reined in. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Gene Segura standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a called strike. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
All even now, 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. This is flared out towards second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ben Gamble.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Ben Gamble. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he misses it. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
The right fielder, number 10.
Stepping up to the plate, Taylor Motter, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So it's 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The M's lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Chapman. And they'll need him to get something going here.
The third baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Chapman.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't lead the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So a runner aboard at second here with 1 away. And here now is Hanley Ramirez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Catcher number 4, Nick.
Striding in, Nick Hundley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next is Speedy D. Gordon.
The center fielder,
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Mm, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Gordon gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Standing in now, Mike Zunino. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Now batter.
Now to the plate, Ryan Healy. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Healy. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Swung on and belted to left by Healy. This one is carrying well into the concrete staircases and gone. Stepping up now, Kyle Seager, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Lifted in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. but they strike. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mutter moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the outfielder, Stephen Piscotty. Lays off 1-0. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. In the air down the line in left. Gamble giving chase, and no one will track it down. The 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Mutter moves over, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go. Now in the box, Gene Segura. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Lou Trevino takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Athletic, number 62, Lou Trevino.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted into center field. Pinder is under it. 1 out.
Now
ready for another shot now. Ben Gamble. A fly out and a single for him so far. Slow roller down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This will get foul for strike 2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it.
And while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
The right fielder,
Chapman has it cleanly. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. the 2-1 home. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Gamble is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on pace with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Jed Lowry. Center field. Gordon is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Paxton's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line towards center field. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A's are gone in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point.
Center fielder, number 9, D. Gordon.
Odrisamer Despaigne is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pitch misses low. The throw down way late, and he's in there easily at second. Liner towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Robinson Cano. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Gordon, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit in the air to right field. Piscotty's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 3, Mike.
Standing in, Mike Zunino. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Zunino brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mariners lead 1, but they hold it. Digging in, Chris Davis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gordon going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Henley Ramirez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. At the plate, Nick Hundley. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here. This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There's Cano. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in, Ryan Healy. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
3-1 to him now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Into the box, Kyle Seager. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Popped up. Hundley calls for it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Number 2.
Riding in once again, Gene Segura. Lifetime history with Adrisimar Despaigne. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. Piscotty on his horse. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the... Now batting, Marco Hernandez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Mutter looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Chet Hinder. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
Bases are empty, one man out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back to center fielder. And this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw. But he is in there with a triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. A 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Hit back toward the mound. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you're definitely trading out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. One and one.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gamble moves over. And the inning is over. Next for Seattle, Ben Gamble. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Ben Gamble.
Rob Durant enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike. 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Hit hard to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Taylor Motter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes. Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Number 9.
Runs up and gets this one down to second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. Jason Bradford, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Jed Lowry will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Bradford has tossed more than 60 innings on the year and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. Bradford has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Third baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Chapman. Swung on and chopped up the middle to second. There's Cano. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Settling in now, Chris Davis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Nick Vincent comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. Digging in to try it again, Hanley Ramirez. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chapman over at second. Davis is over at first with 1 away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now. Nick Hundley, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. Gordon looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they pull within 1 here. It's now a 5-4 game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Jesse Winker will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
The Athletic. Number 33, Jesse Winker.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Third and 10.
We got time.
Into the box, Marco Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
2-0 now.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Blowing away with it here as he can't find the plate. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Swinging on 3-0, and he can't keep it fair, so it'll be 3-1 now. 3 runs already home here. Fly ball right down the line in left, and they can't run it down. Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Segura for one. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. The Seattle Mariners took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. James Paxton earned his 9th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.